Lesikhathi noma ngathi anginika umsebenzi ngangiwenza wonke umsebenzi nakathi washa ngangiwasha athi pheka ngipheke kuqhuke futhi yonke indlela ngenhlamba zonke uyistima uyini mhlambe ekseni ulady athi hey thatha nasi isiketi sami ngayinele sekuye ubaba mina sekuyi umama manje la endlini. Igama lami ngingugcinane uLisi noMazibuko. Ngihlala la eBlock 10 eSnake Park eDorongo bathi Dobsonville. Ngikhule eScott, ngikhule kahle nje. Kodwa noma kukhona bekunzima khona njengoba ngingakhonanga ukuthi ngiye esikoleni isikhathi kakhulu. Mama wami ngisasewumntwana bengangifuna nje ukuthi ngiphile kahle ngifunde ngibe nezinto ezikahle nje ngiphile nje kahle. Ilanga lami lokuqala ngifika la eSoweto kwakumnandi kakhulu. Ngangijabule nje ngoba igoli into engangayazi nokuhlala nje khona nje kwakumnandi. Ngithole ngo-76 nonkosikazi wami besafunda isikolo ngamlobola 1985 sawoshadakele edrobheni kaMuhle. I-first born yethu uBheki yafika kahle emhlabeni yafika ngasi-right nginemali nginento zonke ayizange izisokole ngangijabulile kamnandi uBheki uMakazana. Ngiqala nje sengithole umntwana womfana yinto engijabulisa leyo. Ingane yethu yesibili ifike ngo-92 nge-23 zikaNovemba. Kwakumnandi futhi nakhona noma yayifika mina umsebenzi ngingasasebenzi.
Uma ngabe indoda iyekile usebenza lesi status soba i-head of the family siyaphela. That's the reality.
Perception of what real men are is you have to be tough, you don't cry, you can defend your family, you're a protector, you're a provider. You have to be able to provide for your family.
You are being labeled to be weak, less of a man, and obviously you're not taking responsibility of your household and stuff like that. There are so many, labeling.
Ngisebenze 15 and a half years. Umsebenzi waphela ikhampani yasitrenche nje sonke yavalwa ngoba closed down. Abanye baqala ukuhamba ngo-1999 thina sihamba ngo-2000 nge-31 zikaMarch bayivala nje. Akuzange kube lula ukuthi ngithole omunye umsebenzi ne ngahlala mhlambe about 4 years ngingasebenzi. Ngihlalileke phansi isikhathi eside man ikhampani mayivala ne basinika imali. Basinika nemali ukuthi singavulela ibusiness, singawufuna ama-license kanjalo nje. Ngilendlu ngiyakhe ngo-2000 ngiyakhe ngo-2000 early 2000 sayiqeda futhi ngoba nawo lendlu le sayakha phela angizange ngihlale kwesikhathi eside. Mhlawumbe ngihlale kuyo 3 years or 4 years. Angizange ngihlale kwesikhathi eside. Qala ukungazwani-ke
ubaba Mazibuko ngihlangane naye ethunyelwa i-block committee yase station 4. Base bemthumela kuthina-ke ngoba laba ngathi bese bexakile ikhisi yakhona bamthumela manje eBlock 10 lapho nami engiyimember khona eCPF kuBlock. Ubeke ukuthi ukhishiwe endlini unkosikazi usekwisikhathi eside kakhulu ekhishiwe endlini yakhe unankinga ukuthi ufuna ukubuyela emzini wakhe ngokuthi unkosikazi bengaphilisani ngendlela eright naye waye sephuma kuba Mazibuko endlini yakhe.
Into yenza isikhathi singazwani nalo mama ngithe mina uma ngasasebenzi wajoyina idokfeli lezi ayengasijoyini lesikhathi mina ngisebenza joyina idokfeli sikayahamba ngama weekend edokfeleni ahambe Wednesday ahambe Saturday abuye Wednesday. Hawu mama yini hayi bengiye la akakhuluma nje amanga nje abuye nami into mina bengingasakhoni uhamba mina ngingasahambi uye nje besihamba wena yena maka emngcwabeni mina nje ngangihlala lapha nje khona apha endlini ngakhona ukuhamba. Ukuphela kwalomsebenzi lo nga-affecteka mina ngoba nga-affecteka kakhulu ngoba uyu mama wayesesebenza eyedwa makasebenza yedwa yena futhi efuna ukuzenza ubaba la endlini uyo sekanika mina umsebenzi manje uthi hey uma ngiye emsebenzini yenza upheka noma wenza iwashing noma wenze pheka noma wenza iwashing ukline nje indlu wayesenginika umsebenzi wengiwa senginika umsebenzi manje ngifale ngenzeni ngaphatheka kabi kakhulu ukuthi hawu yena ubengasebenzi bengekho lento le ekade mina bengayenzi lesikhathi engasebenzi mina ngangayi kuba yimi engaqala ukusebenza yena angasebenzi athi awu lesikhathi esebenza ngikhathi nangisebenza engasebenzi mina bengayenzi yonke into le ayenza kimi namhlanje mina bengimenzela yonke into manje ngoba manje yimi ngisasebenza hayi sekuyi ubaba mina sekuyi umama manje la endlini.
This transition ye-gender equality into engajwayelekile in our lives. Manje uma ngabe niphula this tradition of being a provider as a man, iphulwa manje ukuthi uya no longer a provider or i-provider manje ulo ongumama. Izinto ezingajwayelekile lezi ezenza ukuthi zi-create tensions, especially if abantu i-awareness ayicreatwanga kulo muzi lo around issues of human rights nokuthi kuhlonishwane. So izinto lezi ezilidela ukuthi kube nama tensions because labantu abana information okokuqala. So that is why ke lezi zinto zilidela ekuthenini abantu bangahloniphani because i-abuse of any type iqala ngokungahloniphani.
Mina ngokubona kwami ubudoda unomzane mina into engiyaziyo ikhanda lekhaya angeke yena kube uyena owenza zonke izinto enzela umuntu wesifazane ekubeni ngabe ngumuntu wesifazane owenzela lo muntu ubaba izinto lezo yiyo into engibona ukuhlukumezeka lokho okukhulu kwamadoda kodwa akuthathelwa phezulu ngoba mabe usuka la uyo report ukuthi ngiyahlukumezeka mhlawumbe uye e-police station uba nenkinga bayakuhleka bethu akikho umuntu ohlukumezwe umfazi kungani uhlukumezwe umfazi wena emva kwalokho mabe kunjalo ke iyo ndaba mawubona amadoda amaningi egcina ngokuthi mhlambe ebulala amakhosikazi egcina nawe seyibulala wona qho.
Abuse is when you manipulate somebody into doing something that they wouldn't normally do, or when you constantly degrade somebody. So, for instance, you're married to somebody who keeps saying to you, "You're stupid, man. You're useless. You know, why can't you just do this like so and so? Why can't you be like so and so?" You know, that's abuse because eventually, if somebody tells you you're stupid often enough, for long enough, then you're actually going to start believing it.
The understanding yami abuse ungahlalisani kahle noma kuyiphi indlela noma ku-emotional noma ku-physical and otherwise net omunye azizwe ukuthi manje kule relationship or kule environment mina ngisaphili kahle and i-reason ukuthi ngaphili kahle is because of this person and ngifeel ukuthi amalungelo ami lo muntu lo akangiphilisi kahle. For me that's abuse.
lesikhathi angimathi anginika umsebenzi ngangwenza wonke umsebenzi lewathi ngwenza ngathi washa ngangiwasha athi pheka ngipheke mhlambe ekseni ulady athi hey thatha nasi isiketi sami ngayinele ayini yabo ngimkhaphe nangimkhapha ngithuke futhi yonke indlela ngenhlamba zonke uyisilima uyini ngithi awu manje mina mama nginangqondo bona ngisasebenzi hayi ngithuka nje ngenhlamba zonke ngimkhaphe ngimjikele kude le every day ngibe ngimkhapha kodwa intamba mazibuyela
omagama wakhuluma emntwini noba leliphi igama olisebenzayo ifela gama le-abusive i-reason olikhupha emlonyeni ukudestroy that person whether ulikhipha iy'ngane zikhona or zingekho into iphuma emlonyeni wakho oyaziyo ukuthi izamhurta that person actually you are destroying that person.
Uma ebuya emsebenzini athola ukuthi leyo nto leyo ngiyenzile lo msebenzi bekanginike wona kodwa still ubengihlukumeza athi ngenza udoda ayikho into engiyenzile kodwa ngimina ngibe ngisebenzile angashatha umplate elifaka ngishaya nje ngale ubelwa ongangukuthi omunye umuntu kufanele omunye umuntu phathe kwethu afe yabona yena bekanjalo nje afuna ukuthi omunye manje mina yazi ngondaba zemthetho ukuthi mashala labo mama laba siyaboshwa mina angaze ngimbeke isandla.
This transformation ayikajwayeleki kwi-communities zethu especially kubantu abasemishadweni nakuma relationships lo masilingane abantu abakamjwayeli because simsebenzi uma ngabe kusuta thina because uma ngabe indoda iyekile usebenza lesi status soba head of the family siyaphela. That's the reality.
Of course, there's physical abuse where the wife beats the husband or throws pots and pans and knives and things at him. And quite often the man doesn't say anything about that because then he feels like less of a man. So he's not going to go to his friends and say, hey, my wife beats me up every day, because that's just too embarrassing for him. Then there's emotional abuse where they keep saying, nah, you're useless and you know, what's wrong with you? I don't love you because you're ugly and you're stupid and that sort of thing. So mental and emotional abuse is there's a fine line between the difference between the two.
You can only tell if you're being abused if you start being obscured or being unsettled with whatever that is happening to you.
Kwase kumuntu oseshintshile njoba ngithi nje ayehamba ngama-Saturday ayemngcwabeni abuye Wednesday kokumuntu sekashintshile ngoba mina engafuni ukuthi ngihambe enokwesibili ngase ngimbona ukuthi no njengoba singasazwana khona vele umuntu osezwana naye ngoba noma ngimkhapha nangimkhapha ekseni ntambama uyazibuyela azibuyele yena noma eklasini night chief ubefika ekseni nani oxoxe sehamba ngithi hawu mina uyapi athi hayi ungangitsheli uzongitshela ini wena ungangitsheli nisi ukuthi ngiyakuphi uyabona mina nginamazinyo amaphelele awu 32 awu ahambe kanjalo nje.
Kune confusion yokuthi traditional you are told that you are the head of the family. Religiously we are told that you are the head of the family. Politically niyalingana and it's not gender equality ethi la kuyalingana
kudala noma sekukhasheni ne lo mama noma sekukhasheni bengimbona ukuthi bese ngimbona ukuthi akasekho right ngoba noma sekukhasheni benokuhamba nje lapho sasikhashe khona sihambe nje angabuyi athi beka emsebenzini ukuhlumeza kwakhe ungihlumeze kudala manje ifamily yakhona nje yonke yayingithanda ngoba mina iyazi namanje ukuthi ayikho mina into embi ne engayenza kumntwana wabo bona bayalazi iqiniso ukuthi umntwana wabo uye wayehlukumeza mina wayengenza ngoba nabo ifamily yakhona nabo ifamily babemsaka ngoba ayebatshela nje babemsaba lo nkosikazi ngangafuni kumya ngoba ngangimthanda ayekwazi Nyamthanda.
This type of violence, especially violence against men, it's now emerging in our country. Yinto manje esiya siyibona yenzeka. But unfortunately, families and local communities are not ready for this type of violence because amadoda ayikhuliswe ukuthi angaripoti izinto ezifana nalezi ngoba uzobonakala njengomuntu ongeyondoda, uzobonakala njengomuntu weak, indoda enjani eshaya umfazi, zonke lezo zinto. Ngesinye isikhathi le ndoda is not that ayinayo power to fight back, but lo muntu uyayazi ukuthi if uzocommit a crime izomleadela ejele, so aphele eyeka because even if uzozama ureporta akekho umuntu ozamnaka, uzoba ijoke.
Abantwana kashathi bebeza ngama weekend ngithi lo mntwana uyoke bekafunde konye boarding angazi konye boarding nje lo wentombazane lo beka lo bekaba setakalane lo ubheki ngoba yena uright kunje uyislow learner bese ngama weekend ubehlukumeza nje ngama weekend imali ezingane zikhona besebenza ngama weekend afika athi ngipheke ngenze ini ngifike ngiphekile athi hayi ayikho into ephekile le pheka udoti athuke namathuke nabantwana nabo bathuke. Mina bengingadefend back ukuthi ngimshaya ngoba mina bengisaba ngithi ukuthi uma ngimshaya mina ngizoboshwa. Yinto engake ngisaba le ukuthi uma ngimshaya mina ngizoboshwa.
If men go and report physical abuse to police stations, generally they get laughed at. You know, the policeman goes, what's wrong with you? Aren't you a man? Can't you take care of your woman? That sort of thing. So they get ridiculed, and you know that just makes them withdraw deeper into this abyss of hell and pain that they live in, that is their lives.
Women are more empowered in terms of bayazi ukuthi funeka beye kuphi uma ngabe behlukunyeziwe, and the system is ready because awareness has been created to listen uma ngabe abafazi besithi manje it's enough.
Angibonise kuwezi ilanga lokuqala lesikhathi ekseni angivusa athi ngomfunela uchange anginiki 50 hamba ngicela ushintshizo ucela kuphi next abantu basalele manje ngizohamba ngake emsebenzini yilo langa lokuqala ke lelo akuthi ayiqala ngiroundisa indlonke la ngaphandle angishanga amatshe.
I-society yethu ayifuni ukuyi-accepta ukuthi amadoda akwazi ukuhlukumezeka. And I think sibe comfortable too much. Sade sangaboni ukuthi ngesinye isikhathi kusuke abantu behlukumezana. Ayibikho one sided land.
Ngeze ngaye police station khona eSnake Park. Ngayo i-reporter le case le. Nangiqala ngifike police station amaphoyisa angithumela kwenye police forum ne. Yayilapha police station lesebenza ngayo lo msebenzi wona lo. Bangibhalela incwadi ke bathi sibuye ngo11 o'clock ngibuye ngo11 o'clock naye. Nangithi ngiyomlanda lendlini sefika namaphoyisa sekathi mina ngimthathela imali ngange 500 ekubeni lo mali ayengibambisile yona.
The first thing that you need to do is to seek for all the organizations which are dealing with men, issues, and see if they can be able to help you. And in most cases, because we are one of the very few organizations, we advise men, a lot of men, to come to the organization and report that. And then because we have, partnered with the police stations, especially the victim support unit, it's very easy for us to refer you to that particular person working at the police station who's working with us, closely with us, so that your matter can be resolved if it's criminal or something like that.
Le ndaba leyo nkosikazi wami engihlukumeza baningi abantu abayaziyo extension 4 ihalf yalapha phesheya extension 4 yiyo eyazi kangcono le ndaba yami ukudlula mina ngoba bona babazi ukuthi mhlawumbe mina ngisiya ubaba walapha babazi omunye ubaba ayehamba naye njalo nayebuye emsebenzini uza naye bahlukane khona sebezofika endlini nasespotini benetafula lakhe lapha kade bephuza khona namanje umphakathi wongazi ukuthi unkosikazi wami bayazi unkosikazi wale ndoda le njoba enginika umsebenzi ukuthi mina ngipheke ngenze ini ngipheke ube eza nale ndoda yakhe beze lapha endlini amphakele badle kulalo nami futhi ngikhona lapha endlini ngathi ngena ngithi ngiyakhuluma bathi sokushaya siyithuna elo thula kwenziwe ibray khona lapha ejardini amadoda kuphuza utshwala nakithi ngiyakhuluma kuthiwe thula wena thula bengithuliswa nje.
Sometimes ama partners ayakwazi ba selfish, both women and men, because irong ukuthi uhleli nendoda uphinduze nenye. It doesn't matter no amalungelo akho are recognized by international or what, it's wrong. Abantu abanayo discipline.
Kwakuba buhlungu ongangokube noma nesikhathi noma ngithi hey ngikhumbulile athi hayi mina angilanda abantu abangasebenzi ngilanda abantu abasebenzayo awu sometimes uma kuphekiwe ngithi hey mama ngilambile athatha ukudla akuthele edustbin lezinga konke ukudla ipapa nyama achithe nje ukuthi mina ngingasadli nix lento ngikhuluma iqiniso lo mfazi ungihlukumezile baba.
Our society is not ready to face the realities of male abuse at all. You know, it's in society is still something that people kind of know happens, but we don't talk about it.
Kodwa kuba nayo inkinga le ukuthi ubamazibu ngathi naye ekhanda kubuye ephazamiseke manje ngoba sekuyisikhathi eside kakhulu ehlukumezekile emqondweni. Uyadinga ke umuntu ofana naye mhlambe simthathe enikwe icounseling ekwazi ukuthi ekhanseleke kodwa ukukhansela kabamazibu ukuthi egcineni akabuyele phela emzini wakhe engahlali emahlathini njengendoda ebuyele ubudoda bakhe.
You can imagine a big, strong Zulu man that has been sexually abused or raped as a child. I mean, he's never going to talk about it because that demeans him as a man. You know, so at the end of the day, that sort of thing, it robs us of our masculinity. And, you know, that's, you know, what is a man without his masculinity at the end of the day?
Kuona abantu esonta nabo ngithi nabo basebe abafundisi basebe ikhuzele into le babeza njalo bazosikhuza uma behamba uyayistart sihlukane kwakuyi 2005 kwakuyi 7 zika July bekuyi Saturday ngangilethwe amaphoyisa nge-protection order wangivuvaya lapha nangiphuma uyaphuma phuma nami nebhanki nebhuku letress uthi ayigqokile afake nesilamba afake ummesila ngiyale uyale the wane sekushonila waqala naye ubheke lo mfana wami lo bafuna ukungibulala nonini bathi bayangidonsa bangidonsela endlini hayi ngale ungena endlini ngiye kulabantu basemarumini ngiphume kwazama ukufona i-1011 athi amaphoyisa ngoba le ndaba le eyefamily ne kumele isiwe le 61 ngayisake le 61 ke.
Thina singabazali we are very selfish people because kunezinto esizikhuluma einganeni ezingabalingani abantwana sikhuluma izinto ezinkulu nabantwana. Uyawuthola ukuthi sometimes labantwana bakuhloniphi because kunezinto abazitsheliwe ngawe and wena uzazi. Uyabona? And manje even if ungacabanga ukuthi labantwana will become a good father, uzama ukuzincengezela, kunento abayitsheliwe labantwana ukuthi wena uyiyo. Until such time i-families ezine backbone zihlale phansi nabantwana nobaba ukuthi actually check nayi inkinga la ikhona between the two of you. But unfortunately uma ngabe senye ipartner ingasaphili kuba difficult ukuziverify lezi zinto, but abantwana kusuke kune information abanayo about you. Abantu abavele bakudisrespect if abana information ngawo.
Sasinika i-distance nokuthi omunye angayi komunye. Kodwa uma siya 61 but the protection order le ayithi omunye umuntu angangene endlini ngoba indlu yeni nobabili. Mina ngokusaba ne ukuthi lo ufuna veze nje ufuna omunye umuntu afe ngamnika i-distance ngamqhela kuye. Ngaphuma nje lo ngihlala nje ebantwini ngihambe ngihlala ebantwini ngihlala nje noma ngabe kuphi.
Angiphathekile kahle mangibona umuntu esilisa ehlukumezeka ngalendlela lena ekubeni lo muntu lona ngathi umuzi uma wakha vele wakhela ingane nawe ukuthi ukwazi ukuphila. Kodwa uma usuphila ehlathini njengenyamazana akujabulisi kakhulu le nto leyo.
Usehlala nendoda, le ndoda le sebeshadile umshado wesiZulu, indoda imlobolile, kweze kwayiwa kubo leyo ndoda leyo naye lo nkosikazi wami. Bake bahlala lapha endlini nale ndoda. Ngaya futhi emaphoyiseni ngayi repeat ngayi bonga obatshedile umuntu uhlala nendoda endlini enangisestradini baphuma. Angabe sebehlala ukoma Alberton. Sebehlala isikhathi eside noma behlele from 2 years behlele lapha endlini le ndoda. Nguthola lo msebenzi lo wase Whiteville sengisestradini vele angisekho lapha kule yandlu yami. Nase siye court nalo mama. Nasifika le court bathi mfale ngiphathele i-maintenance kathathu. Ngayibhadala i-maintenance ke. Ngisho ngibhadale 1000 rand mhlambe for 6 months 1000. Ngabona it's too much. Ngoba bethi ngibhadale nalo ngathi lo ubhekile umnyaka wakhe so unyukile kakhulu akusamelanga ngibhadale i-maintenance. Ngayibhadala ke lo mntwana yehla ngayibhadala. Weza umsebenzi waseWhiteville waphela ngazi 2007 lapho ngo-2012 ke washona. Uma eshonile ifamily yakhona efamily yakuba zange ngikhethe ushonile ngatshelwa mina abanye abangifonela uma ngiye emaduduzweni ngithola ifamily lo baba lo uhleli ekamerweni emzini wami nefamily yakubo. Mina ngibuze ukuthi hey manje kwenze njani asukuma udadewabo nkosikazi omunye umntwana adadewabo nkosikazi athi uthi kwenze njani yani awazi ukuthi umuntu wena ubeselotsholiwe esekashadile kusukume wonke umuntu emantrasini manje ngiphushelwe ngaphandle ngishaywe ini amakhelwane bakuthi lo baba ngoba la yikwakhe ushawelana bathi ungeze emngcwabeni bese emngcwabeni uzoboshwa. Okay emngcwabeni angizange mina ngiye uthi ngatshelwe kuphi angazi nje kodwa ungcwatshe ngaso isibongo sakaMazibuko ne ifamily kaMazibuko kodwa ingekho. Mina ngicake ukuthi umuntu wena nabe mkhiphe sekashonile wakhunywa naye kwathiwa ngoba hayi angiyazi ukuthi into angazi yazi baba umuntu uma ngihlukumeza manje njengoba unina sekashonile uma ngithi mina kubo bantwana okay right okokuqala ngathumeza i-street committee ne sala eSnake Park ukuthi hayi ngene okhuluma la abantwana ukuthi senze i-meeting nabo.
Uba Mazibuko uma uxoxa kakhulu ngomfana okuyena onodlame naye nabaka sekhaya onkosikazi ke nabo futhi again ukuthuka nje indoda mayithukwa ayikuyona indoda lento leyo isuke siphumile ebudodeni. Mangabe uthi uyakhuluma ingane othi uyayizala ithi thula yenye indlela lesithina esintwini ayibukelelanga kakhulu le nto leyo.
Esikubonayo amadoda adila nge-abuse ngokuthi afight back, but a fighter back after some time, and ngaleso sikhathi when blower this person. Your counseling ayisasebenzi. Your family intervention ukuze nawo abantu babezolobola ayisasebenzi yonke lonto because lo muntu lo benesikhathi eside kungekho umuntu ufuna ukumlalela ukuthi ufuna uthini ukuchithakala ifamily.
Mina khona manje ngihlala kuwo lo ngihlala e-station eblock 10 emkhukhwini. Yiwo lo mkhukhu lo engikuwo lo ngihlala kuwo. Ngizizwa inhliziyo yami ibhlungu kabi ukuthi ngigcina mina sengihlala emkhukhwini onje kodwa ngibe nginomuzi. Bona ifamily kubo lo nkosikazi wami nale ngane lezi ne bangikhokhela umuzi wami.
Uthintekile kakhulu bamazibo ngoba wasumbuka ubaba okhulile okufana ngabe manje useyajabula kakhulu mayihlele ekhaya efike emukelo ngendlela engezandla eshisayo bayakusenzeki le nto leyo.
Ukuhlala emkhukhwini hayi akukho right. Nginomuzi mina. Akusiko ukuhlala njengoba ngihleli lana. Ngihleli nje ngoba angazi ngathatha enihlanganise nani.
Mabesho ke abatwana bakhe lapho masihlangana khona ngoba sikwazile ukuthi sibabize bathi icourt ekhiphe ukuthi bamaze bengakwazi ukuthi ehlangane nabo. Bathi inkulumo yabo ngeke bekwazi ukuyikhuluma nje esigangeni bayikhuluma ecourt. Lapho ke ngigcine khona nobamazi boma sikhuluma icase yakhona sagcina sesile eRoadport ngabe ukuthi lento ilapho the family court. Lapho ubamazi bokwafa khona ingane yakhe intombazana nokugcina ehamba nendodana yakhe lapho indodana yakhe yamshaya khona ethi mshaya ngebhodle ngeglass ukuphuza amanzi. Lapho kwabanjwa khona umngqayingqayi ke lapho ke sekukhuza ukuthi lo mntwana wenzani. Usho ubamazi wenganeni zakhe ufana nesilwane ngendlela okwakhiwe ngakhona.
Sakhuluma nama social worker ukuthi obothathu abanginike iroom. Uthathu akasafuni ukuthi angibone. Akasafuni uthi kimi yini ungakhuluma nezibi lezi le inobufakazi bese siba namaphoyisa ezabakhuza ukuthi lo baba lo mdala lo uthi ningakhuluma kanje bathi lo izibi lo ayikho esingakhuluma nalo lo makafuna ukubuyela endlini kumele ay Roadport. Awu ngithi mina eRoadport ngiyokhuluma nabo bani ngoba ngilwa nani lento wayesingayilungisi khona la bathi ngeke sikhulume lutho nawe wena. Abafuni ukuthi bangibone abantwana la hayi abafuni ukuthi bangibone. Njengoba bangafuni ukungibona bayabona ukuthi indaba yokulwela le ukubuyela endlini ngilisa le ndaba lokubuyela endlini. Njengoba bangafuni babona ukuthi njengoba sibengisale emva ngilosuku mhlawumbe khonto efanele khonto abafuna ukuyenza kimi yokungibulala ngoba nomama wabo vele wayengifela igebengu wahluleka nabo sebeqayile bangifela igebengu. Kwamanje kokuwo lo mkhuba ngisahlaliseki kahle kuwo. Sengihlanje ukubaleka ngokubuya mhlambe kanjalo. Angisahlaliseki kahle nakuwo lo mkhukhu. Kahle uThatho umntwana wami ne. Kodwa manje sekunokungabazeka ukuthi yena waya mina ngangangizweli. Ngoba mina nangibuyela endlini mina ngithi mina ngifuna ukubuyela endlini mina ngizonixosha cha. Mina ngithi ngizoqosha umuntu yena mhlambe uThatho angazi ukuthi ngayibeka ngithi umntwana wami okanjani angazi ngoba yona iloya lamaloya lawo khona ngitshela athi ngcono fake noThatha igazi nalomntwana ngoba nakulamaphepha lawo akabhala mina noBheki phela mhlawumbe umama wakhe ahamba khona into amtshelayo njengoba aqine kangaka nje inkani. Uzani wathi inkosikazi wami ube nokuhamba vesa angalali endlini ahambe nje angalali nje endlini. Yiko lokhu manje okungisolisayo ukuthi mhlambe lo mntwana sami khona okungahambi kahle ngoba yena ngeke ngithi ngubaba wakhe ne kodwa angangizweli. Hayi
ukuhlukumezeka kababa angeke mina ngithi kusuka einganeni kusuka kumama qobo mabe ngamile kahle uyena kodwa ukuthi ingane egcine zikubone wena usumuntu oyinunu kuzona yena umama emuhle kuzona.
Uthatha uke waya njengoba mina bengimfonela ngithi ngifuna ukwenza umsebenzi uke kwayo ngireport athi mina ngiyamhlukumeza but lo report siyayazi case kababa wakho nawe asanifunda baje report nami nathi yo report awuthatha but asayifunda sifuna enye case la sayifunde ngakhuluma nomunye umama wangiseshela iphepha ifone wathola umshade ne wathi hayi nanga umshade ngcono uye kamshade ngoba kamshade kulwela amadoda ngoba thina asinazo emakhoti ngafika kamshade ngabatshela yonke indaba nawe yabo ukuthi bathi kamshade umuntu wayethetha le case fanele asho ukuthi wayethetha njani.
In terms of the law, I think there are some loopholes in terms of the law, but when you look at the gender equality is very clear, but the way we approach it, the way we implement it is a different story because we tend to be biased towards one gender.
I-challenges nayo manje ukuthi i-awareness ayenzwanga that much kubantu abangamadoda and manje kungabonakala engathi i-system ayikho ready all to found out i-system ayikho familiar with this type of abuse because i-awareness ayicreatekanga.
In terms of the constitution of the country, everybody is protected, but now how you apply that is very different, on the ground. In the constitution is there that everybody has, the right to dignity, because if you beat me, which means, you're compromising my dignity.
Men would normally deal with abuse in one way. You would go through a gamut of feelings and all that sort of thing, but the end result would be anger. So there'd be confusion. Why is this happening to me? What's wrong with me? That sort of thing. But then anger would be a great one. So men would kind of internalize the whole thing because you can't talk to anybody about it. And one of the net results of internalizing pain and anguish and all that sort of stuff is just anger and violence and that sort of thing.
Unfortunately, kunzima uthola ama-stats violence against men because abekho abantu abayayo bo-reporta ngaphambili. Remember, ukuze sibe nama-stats kufuna kube nama-reported cases kuma-police station. Ama-psychologist kufuneka kube nama-case amadoda ababa-attendayo. Ama-counseling services kwi-communities ifuna kubekho ama-records ukuthi amadoda so much areportile ukuthi enzwa u-ABCD or ayahlukumezeka. Unfortunately, we don't have such reports. Even ama-local NGOs around the country, including men's organizations, they don't have records. Lento zinto zikhulunywa etywaleni abantu mangabe bedakiwe ukuthi sizwile ngathi la ndoda le bayishaya. So if azikho recorded kuzoba difficult even for states to come up with a report and say so much or so many men bayahlukunyezwa eSouth Africa. Asinayo.
Mangibuka umthetho abantu besilisa uphelile ubudoda njengamanje. Bapromote kakhulu bevikele amakhosikazi.
Uma uye police station amaphoyisa umuntu njengoba bana report case abayithatha indaba yendoda serious bathi indaba kamama uma enenkinga enza amaphoyisa be-10
abantu ezingqondweni zawo bacabanga ukuthi i-system idesigned for women. That's the biggest challenge esinayo currently, but people must know ukuthi i-system, especially the judiciary system, yenzelwe wonke umuntu, ayenzelwe ngabafazi, ayenzelwe ngayingane, but yenzelwe for everybody.